right? So today we are going to create the table also, and then we are going to fetch some data from the table. So first we are going to write the logic to take the data from the standard tables like Mara table, AKKO, AKPO. Okay, and then we are trying to give the output of the data. Okay, so once you logged in, you will getting this screen. Here, go to SC38. Sorry, go to SC38 and then write your program. So I'm taking my old yesterday's program. So doing here. Okay, so you know, right? So using this logic, we are going to write the data, take the data from the database table and executing it. So this is the data from the table called Mara. So what is the T code for table? SC11. So in this SC11, you can able to see the table. We have SC11, SC16, and SC16N also. Okay, in the SC11, go there and check the table content and execute. So these are the data available in the table. So now we are going to create one table, our own table. Okay, that table called ZM details, which means I'm going to store the employee details of my company. Okay, all the programs and not only programs, database tables, views, everything should always start with Z or Y. So these are the customization which has been provided by SAP to us. So you should always get the any customization using Z or Y only. Then you have to give create. So see Z underscore employee details is already exist, which means this table name was already created by someone. So it is not allowing me. So I should go and create for some other name. So in that case, you have to give this some other name. Okay. Then you will be getting this tabs. These are the tabs where you have to give the corresponding details. First one is the short description. What you have to give in this short description? You have to give the valid description of the table. What is the purpose of this table? Yesterday class, you have seen EKKO, EKPO, and you told me like it is purchase order header, purchase order item. Similarly, they have maintained the short description like that. So similarly, you have to maintain the short description like here you have to give the short description. So this table is to store the employee details. So I'm storing em details. Yeah. Then you have to give the delivery class. What is delivery class? This is called F4 help. You have some small icon, right? So this is called F4 help. What is the purpose of F4 help? If you click on this F4 help, it will tell you what are the things available in which you can able to use it off. Okay. So A means application table. B means customizing. L means local data. G means customizing of protected data again SAP. So these are the types we have. So for all the tables, database tables, you will go for application table. Why? Because all the transactions are happening will be stored under master and transaction data. So you have to give the application table always. Okay. Then you will be having these options. Display or maintenance allowed with restriction, which means you can able to see the table and also you can able to maintain the data in the table, but with restrictions. Okay, it is restricted. If, for example, it is restricted to any specific user, then you can create a table with display and maintenance allowed with restriction. If it is not restricted, anyone can use the table, means you can give display and maintenance allowed. Okay. There is no display, there is no maintenance at all. Then you have to give not allowed. Only display allowed means you can able to only see the data. You are not able to maintain any data. So now tell me what I should choose now. I'm going to create one master table which I have to add some details of employee. And then I am going to write ABAP coding to take the details, update the details and also take the details. We can do synchronous process, update the table and also take the details. So anyone can tell me what? First one, no. See, Display maintenance allowed with restriction means it has some restrictions. So, for example, who's playing Aman, right? So, Aman can only able to edit or do something, but this table should be uh, global. Yeah, correct. Second one. So, it should be global, which means user can able to anyone can able to display and maintain the data. For example, today Aman created this table and moved out of organization and moved to some other organization. That time another person comes into picture and he have to add the details. So better give table maintenance allowed. Okay, and then go to the tab fields. So yesterday I told you first field should be one thing which is standard for all the table. What is that? Yesterday I told you first field will be the one thing which is standard to all the table. All the table will have that field. What is that? No. MANDT client. Okay, MANDT is the client in which you have logged in. You have logged in, right? See, this is the server you have logged in, right? So when you logged in, you will be asking for the client number. Okay, 800, right? So this client number will be stored. If you are logged in with 900, the client number 900 will be stored. Okay. So all the client number should always be a primary key. Enter. MANDT. It is primary key. Primary key. Data element also MANDT. Okay. Then I'm going to create EMP underscore ID. So employee ID should be numeric. Uh, employee ID should be numeric. Okay, so for numeric thing, you have to give INT. If you don't know means put INT, put INT star and go for F for help. Here you will be showing you the options of what are all the integer types it will be available. These are the data element which starts with INT. So you can omit character. You can go for integer. So I'm going for integer 4. Okay, I am going for integer 4. Then see, I have made a employee ID as primary key because the employee ID should not be repeated. If I have the employee ID 1, Aman should have the employee ID 2. And next one who is there, you'll be having the employee ID 3. It should not be repeated. So that is the reason I'm making this as a primary key. Then I'm going to store employee name. Employee name, what I should give? Integer, character, or string, or date, or time, what it is. Yeah, character. So we have multiple data types, data elements we have. Okay. So I'm giving CHAR 30 or 40. So based on the requirement, you can able to give. Okay. So as of now, I'm creating only 3 fields and then I'm saving it. Okay, as of now, I will store it in the local object. Local object is like a rough note in which you are storing it randomly in SAP. But package is a thing in which you have to store it on a specific, it's like a folder kind of thing, specific place. So I'm storing it in the local object. So now I have created my table, which means not created. I have given my required data of creating the table. After that, what you have to do, you have to go and do the enhancement categories. Okay. Enhancement category is nothing but you, whether this table can be enhanced or not. Okay. Which means in the future, someone can be able to enhance the table, which means you can able to add employee location, employee date of birth, employee date of joining, anything can be added. Cannot be enhancement, that's all. Only 3 fields only available. Okay, so now I'm going to can be enhanced deep. Copy. Yeah. And then this is the these are the standard process in which you have to follow. Okay. Once you're creating the table, create the table name, chart description, delivery maintenance, field, in the field, you have to give all the fields and one primary key. So, is it possible to create the table without primary key? Yes or no? Is it possible to create a table without primary key? No, it won't allow you. Primary key is mandatory. It won't allow you. Okay, because based on the primary key only, we are going to store the data in the table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Without primary key, it will get some junk data. Also, it will not allow you. Okay. Once you got the SAP access, you can try to create the table without primary key. It will not allow you at all. Okay. So it is mandatory. So at least we need one primary key. Okay. Then what will be the maximum number of primary key we have? Any idea? One is minimum. It is required. Okay. What will be? Yeah, one is minimum. It is required. That's correct. But what will be the maximum number of primary key which is allowed? N number. N number. Okay. So if you can able to make all the fields, very good. You can make all the fields. You can make all the fields as an primary key. That's not the problem. Okay, based on your requirement. So after creating it, I'm going for technical settings. Technical setting is nothing but what are the technical things in which the SAP should store. Okay, now I am going to give the delivery class. So master and transactional data should have the delivery class 0. Transactional and transparent data should have the delivery class application 1. Okay, so for master, we have created the master data only. So should always give application 0. Then size category. Okay, so can anyone tell me what size category I should choose? It is 0 to 8,500 or 8,500 to 34,000 or 34,000 to 1,30,000. What I should give? Last one. Yes, very good. Excellent. Because we are starting from 1 only. Okay. Once the table data reaches to 0 to 8,500, once the data reaches from 0 to 8,500, then only you have to go for size category 1. Okay. This is the option which has been given by the SAP to user. So first give the size category 0.